strongest earthquake in 25 years.
I really like this trail. Let's learn some cat today.
After the earthquake shifted my travel plans, Taichung, not a usual tourist destination, became an unexpected stop. Looking back, much of my time in Taiwan was spent in transit, moving through places on trains and buses, always passing through, always on the move.
This market is even more awesome than I thought because it's actually built upon an abandoned train station. There's even a market inside the train. Yay! It's open!
In the evening, I took a bus to Ren, a popular restaurant among locals, known for its cozy atmosphere and traditional Taiwanese flavors with a modern twist. After a satisfying dinner, I put away the empty dishes like the locals do. I found myself wondering what truly separates a traveler from a local. For those who live here, these moments aren't just items to check off a list. So, is it when novelty fades into routine that a traveler begins to transform into a local? The warmth of Taichung extended beyond the food. That night, I met two friendly Taiwanese women who recommended a hike at Dakeng,
台中车站复兴路。
so I decided to follow their advice.
珍珠红茶拿铁会好喝吗？
我个人蛮喜欢的。
哦，那我要一份这个。
On the bus to Dakeng, while I was carefully following Google Maps, the woman sitting next to me leaned over and offered help. And when we arrived, she didn't just show me the way. She took me to her favorite restaurant for tangyuan and shared her favorite dishes with me.
嗯，
它都是现做的。
好大一个，
对，
里面是肉是吗？
对对，肉末香菇。
The hike at Dakeng wasn't extraordinary, but it gave me beautiful views of Taichung and a glimpse into the interesting aspects of the locals' life, like
Want to know your fortune?
their enthusiasm for fortune telling and karaoke. Bus system here is that you can scan this.
I'm waiting for bus number 72. Keeps refreshing and updating me the whereabouts of my bus.
On the way back, I felt more confident navigating the buses. I decided to buy a local transportation card, immersing myself further into Taiwan's daily rhythm. Since I speak Chinese, I could catch the nuances in the conversations around me. For example, even though the locals seemed pretty calm after the earthquake, the news in the background and messages like this hinted at a deeper concern. Such understanding made me feel connected to the collective emotions of this place. Living in Bangkok as a foreigner who doesn't yet speak Thai, I find myself drifting away from my old life in Shanghai, but not quite rooted in Bangkok either. This is probably why during my trip to Taiwan, I kept wondering what makes someone local. Is it speaking the language, eating the local food, using local transport and apps? Or is it building routines and connections until a sense of belonging naturally follows? Taichung was an unexpected stopover, but the kindness of the locals made me feel more than just a passerby.
要一个中份的香香炸鸡。
It happened to be a long weekend in Taiwan and many places were fully booked. Without many options, I ended up in Tainan, a city I never planned to visit. But from the moment I arrived, I fell in love. I can't tell what clicked with me. Perhaps the warmth in the air,
要一个八宝肉包。
the taste of the snacks, or the way culture, history, and creativity seem to converge in this place. If visiting Tainan Confucius Temple had taken me back to the 1600s, IIC department store transported me to another time. The Art Deco building witnessed the modernization of Tainan. Now it's restored and revived as a cultural and creative center, a paradise for curious minds.
原地转10圈。
The most magical moment happened when I stumbled upon something I had never seen before.
你好，我想请问一下，这是什么？
这是台湾庙那个庙宇的绕境，晚间的绕境，
绕境没有听懂。
就是拜拜的神明。
你说
神明
为什么会在晚上拜拜？
他们已经从早上走到晚上。
哦，真的？
对。
The procession moved through the streets like a magnet, and before knowing why, I found myself following it. Even though I've always been an atheist, I somehow felt open to Matsu, the goddess of the sea and protector of travelers. She called to me in a way I couldn't ignore.
这个就是五木吗？哦。
The day started at Jiusu Udon Shop, where the owner's warmth made the vegetarian noodles even more enjoyable. Breakfast was followed by milk tea from a popular spot among locals. Then I discovered that Tainan was celebrating its 400th anniversary, a coincidence that made me feel like I was meant to be here at this exact time. The National Museum of Taiwan Literature is a stunning historical building that once served as Tainan's City Hall. The exhibitions, rich in history and interactive design, helped me understand Taiwan on a deeper level. Afterwards, I wandered through Tainan Art Museum, absorbing as much as I could in the limited time I had. The evening was another stroke of fate. I not only watched a Taiwanese movie set in Tainan, but also at Quanmei Theater that appeared in the movie as well. Another perfect serendipitous moment that felt too surreal to be a coincidence. The night ended at Shikan Pharmacy Bar, a speakeasy disguised as a traditional Chinese pharmacy. Surrounded by friendly bartenders and lovely guests, I was prescribed with elixirs that relieved any signs of tiredness from traveling.
想要一个台南老红
When in Taiwan, I try to swap coffee for Taiwanese tea as much as possible. And that's how the day started, with a local breakfast and tea.
谢谢。
Then I visited Chikan Tower, one of Tainan's oldest landmarks, built by the Dutch in 1653 and still maintains its original look. As I admire the history, I also enjoy the playful puns in their souvenirs. Next, I took a bus to visit the oldest Mazu temple in Taiwan. Paying my respect to the goddess that I had a newfound admiration for.
对上颜色之后看不出来是玻璃色。
是这个武将他的盔甲叫做甲毛，
这个工艺很难吧？应该。
目前这个工艺几乎快失传。
The intricate artwork of the temple was stunning. I enjoyed a quiet moment of reverence before heading to Anping Fort. There, I walked through the remnants of Taiwan's colonial past, slowly taking in how this place had been shaped by so many different cultures and influences. I ended up staying 3 days in Tainan, simply because it became my favorite place of Taiwan. With all the coincidences, the spiritual encounters, and the kindness of strangers, I connected with Tainan at a different level, as if fate had led me here. Do you believe in fate? Thank you for joining me on this journey. Please leave a comment if anything resonated with you. And if you want to follow me to the next episode of Taipei and more adventures in the future, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye!